welcome back to Company of Heroes 2, Ardennes Assault. We just took St. I still can't get pronunciations of any of these places right, but this place in here, Leonex or something like that, we get a reward for it, and even though I don't know if the reward is really worth it, I feel like it'd be an interesting mission to do. At this point, I think I mentioned it earlier, it doesn't matter which one we're going to take. They're all just going to get harder. So we might as well go for it. The mission has harsh weather and there's airdrops that you got to secure. So luckily the Germans are trying to blindly airdrop supplies to the region. If we get the drops before the enemy, it'll be a great opportunity to deal with them a blow while padding our own reserves. You're going to make sure your supplies outlast, which I have no idea how that's actually going to work, and capture watchtowers to pinpoint. Now they've got light air support, which is going to be interesting. I've never actually fought against people with aeroplanes flying around. But we've got our airborne. I think we'll run with the airborne. That'll be a good one to go for. We'll play our acquisition to them, and using them will help us get be more mobile, I guess. So what we've got is we've got our airborne paratroopers, which are dropped into the fog of war, which is amazing, and they get a 50 cal. I'm unsure about the 50 cal. Kind of slows them down a little bit. They don't have to pick it up though, but it's a large cost. They're 440 bucks. For another 200, we can drop 2 squads. Oh man, that sounds pretty amazing, but 200 is a lot. If we only had 2 more requisition, I could have got the negative 10% cost, which would really drop it down. Suppression could drop a strafing run, but then again, I probably don't want to do that if there are enemies in the area. I've got strafing runs myself that I can call down just ordinarily. Evasive maneuvers, that would be good in case they've got air support, and that is free munition cost. But also, it does cost some requisition to get. That's what I'm trying to say. Supply drops will be something useful. We've got this, and it currently drops down 2 munition crates. And this will be a great use of getting extra munitions to cool down probably these bombing runs and the strafing runs, and equipping our guys out with better weapons. We could add on a fuel crate as well. Or we could add on a drops bazookas when retrieved. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? I feel like we should go for the second squad. Saving up to 640 is a lot, but later in the game I often don't look at my resources, and if something goes wrong, I can just drop down 2 squads of paratroopers with a heavy machine gun. I can make stuff happen. And that costs 25 and really doesn't leave us with much left. I could always grab the evasive maneuvers, probably that'd be a great one to go for 5. Or actually even this one, rapid response. I'd probably go for that one actually. Gets there quicker. There's the bombing run as well. I'd probably go for the bombing run to be quicker, just because that's, when you're doing a bombing run, that's a lot more money. You're probably going to be more precise with that. So, no bazookas or fuel. Oh, they do seem useful. These guys don't have bazookas off the bat. But I think we can equip them with... we can't equip them with bazookas. It's tricky. It's really tricky to figure out what's the best way to do it. I feel like 2 squads is a much better way of doing it. Yes, I'm going to keep it. 2 squads, there's a lot more firepower there. And even if I drop them where there's a tank, hopefully they can do something about it. I don't really want to add a cost to that because that's massive already. We're going to put on the $5 into here. We'll make it get there quicker. And hopefully those bombs will be more accurate. Cool. So I think that's that. Let's move these guys into position. Another encounter. Rifleman carbine specialization is available at Uren. Secure the territory within 5 turns to gain access to it. Oh, that's there. Riflemen gain the ability to swap their Garand rifles for carbines, making them more effective at short to mid-range. Interesting. Interesting. I could take this, that'll make it 4, and then those guys could go in. These guys are pretty weak, but they could do it. It would push a lot of these guys into these territories, but that wouldn't matter. Most of them, I'm pretty sure, would just go straight down here and make this one pretty tough, but I don't think we'll be getting down to Eschdorf anytime soon. Well, let's move in. And let's attack. Gotta make sure the supplies outlast and capture watchtowers. Let's do it. This could be tough. But did you know, random fact down there, Russian winter of 1941 was the coldest of the 20th century. Wow, great timing for that. If the enemy is on your base killing your units, use a rally point to send new units away from the attacking enemy so you can, build up and do a counterattack. Good tip. Right.
Get the lead out. We've got orders.
Oh,
Secure that ground.
secure it straight away.
All right, boys. Looks like these dumbass Krauts are trying to drop supplies to their troops.
Actually, I should have up here. There's two.
We could use just as much as them. Weather's a pain in the ass, so recon can't pinpoint the exact drop zones, but we should be able to get to the general location. Let's beat the Germans to their own supplies.
Look at that.
Send bastards home empty-handed.
Oh,
There's some watchtowers in the area. Haul ass to them and clear the high ground. We'll have a better view of the drop zones from up there.
I've got intel that Jerry's got air support prepped. Keep an eye on the skies out there.
right. Moving out, taking squads.
All right. Spread out. Looks like we're going in. We gotta capture and hold that.
Actually, take that point there. That means everything would actually be connected.
No, we're here now. We're gonna hold. Be ready for
Now I'll go that way.
deep into the lines.
Let's get some more rear echelon, I presume. Now I'll get some riflemen.
Target secure.
What do
We got orders, boys.
these watchtowers give us?
Up and at 'em.
Climb the fence. Don't run the wrong way around. So these are supplies, and they're ticking down. And you got to capture the watchtowers to pinpoint where reinforcements come in.
Let the men out.
Okay. These are my stronger troops. I should move them up.
Rifle squad waiting for orders.
They're moving up. I can see them. They've got their territory there. Alright, got a rifle squad.
Ground. Let's go liberate us some ground.
Let's get some rear echelon as well, just to take up some of these territories.
Inbound. ETA 15 seconds. Stand by.
Lock up that. Round 'em up. Let's jump over.
Whereabouts, though?
Looks like we're going in. We're taking the. You know what to do.
Incoming airdrop.
On squad ready for action.
Down south.
Morning orders, gang.
Points ours.
Capture the crate. What will these 5 do? Just keep running, men.
Knock it off.
And listen up.
Change it. Move your ass. Get on it.
Great. Good work.
Secure the supplies.
Did these guys drop with a heavy
That's it,
MG?
fellas. Knock their fucking. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
All right, gang. Let's go.
I didn't see the MG drop.
Get ready for action.
Okay, I want to stop. Oh, there it
Line
is.
just got cut off.
Steady up. We're gonna be behind enemy lines. Defensive fire only. God damn it! Someone get us out of here!
Okay. Scared them off.
Stay with your
Grab that
partner.
heavy MG.
Use that abandoned weapon. All right, you're not newbies. Get going.
Jump into like one of these houses where there's good vision. Oh, this one up here is great. That'd really pin them out before they can get to us.
Up here.
Listen up, Felt. Capture and secure that area.
Now those guys, I don't want
We're
them to
losing a
lose them.
capture point.
Kill those fucking
Airdrop inbound. ETA 15 seconds. Stand by.
Oh, there's so much happening.
Here we go.
Area secured.
In contact. Orders. Run. Get over
Take that
there.
one. Just jump into that, really.
Find cover in there. Contact. Contact.
Incoming airdrop.
Airdrop's there.
Capture point is under
Perfect.
attack.
Under attack.
We're nice and close.
Change of plan. Get it done, boys.
Okay, we can call down 2 more of these men. Middle of this field.
Silk with a 50. Put
Closer to that, but we should be alright.
All right, you don'ts. Listen up.
Capture the crate.
All right. Here's the thing. Get your gear. We're moving out.
Move up.
Yeah. Okay.
We've dropped to 200 points.
Crowd fighter.
What's that green man?
That thing ready to move.
Serial down. Paratroopers ready. Drop complete. Crowd's got us ranged.
Looks like we're going in.
Right.
Infantry! Latch onto that weapon! Move it! We're here now. Lead man in sight. You ready for counterattack? Get me that goddamn point! Hurry! Stay together! Ha!
Grab
Took 'em
this.
from right under Jerry's nose.
Come in, let's pinch these guys up.
A capture point is being overrun.
Goodness me.
Let's go.
It's like ring-a-ring-a-rosy around here.
Set. Enemy is flying halo. They got us zero.
Turn around, put the machine gun up, quick.
Trouble.
Our machine gun work better.
They know we're here now. Be ready for counterattack.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. On your
Okay.
feet, ladies. Looks like
You guys get out. You guys get in.
Come on, shake a leg.
Let's get an ambulance, because they always work well.
Morning orders. We gotta capture it.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
I don't like to hear that.
We got us some fighting to do. Let's give Jerry a greeting that he ain't.
Airdrop inbound. ETA 15 seconds. Stand by.
This is the house I wanted. They're in that.
Got orders, fellas. We're on the move. Enemy lines.
Retreat.
Out of here! Fall back!
Incoming airdrop.
Orders!
Airdrop's more important.
Hurry! Orders incoming!
Even if these guys are getting a bit owned up.
Heavy truck waiting for a capture point is being overrun.
We need to go for one of these guys before we get towards the tanks. Okay, if you guys can take this middle point, you guys reinforce up. Let's get that guy in there. What are these guys doing?
Squad, get ripped! Take that ground!
Oh, grab the crate. Don't just stay there. Paratroopers.
We're back to full strength.
Listen up.
Germans ain't getting these supplies.
It's
no,
quite a
sir.
lot, but
A strafing run will put those
Oh.
fucking crowds on their asses.
it's a bit slow. Build one of those in.
Change of...
Paratroopers, run!
Get the hell out of here!
Area's ours. Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Oh, that's not good. Stop. Heals.
Stand by!
Fighting position
Orders!
is ready.
You can grab it.
30 up to the lines! Capture that goddamn position!
So don't do that. Can we get...
Reporting in for duty.
Can this guy, like, break the fence so we can get some...
We're losing a capture point.
Jeebus. Stuff's going on.
Go ahead.
Enemy rifleman!
Come on.
Engine's broken.
Keep up the pressure. They're down to 100 points.
Airdrop inbound.
Okay.
ETA 15 seconds. Stand by.
That's happening.
Listen up! Listen up!
These guys are staying up here in case something drops down here. Paratroopers, we need to go south.
Take it out. Let's get moving.
Where's my rifleman?
Incoming airdrop.
Rifleman, you're going out there. Actually, no. Lieutenant, you're closer.
Let's go. Move it out. Let's go.
Under fire!
Retreat. Ambulance. That didn't go well.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
We just got ourselves out here! Someone get us out of here!
How am I going to deal with these guys?
Snap to it, gang.
We got orders. Let's go.
Okay.
Gotta move.
Crates down. Even a Stuart tank would do it. We've got the Major on the way.
Position now has some ordnance behind it.
Oh, we should be going down munition crates.
Eyes on their...
All right, the supplies are ours.
There's a major reporting for action.
Okay.
Here now. Be ready for counter.
We're doing a bit better. Oh, these guys are in case something comes down.
The enemy is now at 75 points.
75 points is low.
All right, troops. Line formation.
And we should hold in munitions.
Steady up.
So let's outkit some of these guys who are a bit weaker.
Jumping off. Let's go.
Some of these bad boys.
Make sure you're squared away.
A capture point is being overrun.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Oh, I probably shouldn't have spent that manpower.
Looks like we're going in. Round them up.
Krauts have cut our supply line. Frontline units are being hung out to dry.
I got orders, boys.
Right.
All right, you're not...
Airdrop inbound. ETA 15 seconds. Stand by.
Cut those guys up. Okay. You four,
Incoming airdrop.
down here. We know where it is. Quick.
Capture point is under attack.
Stand by! Order! Upgrade complete!
Jeebus.
They just kicked us up.
Just rotate. Just retreat. Rotate. What is this? Howitzer. No, we just want a Sherman.
Get ready.
Germans have 50 points remaining.
I don't want them getting a single crate.
All right, moving into Kraut
It's not like that happened on my watch.
Yeah, ready. Eyes on me. Move out.
Right, we got so much supplies. We're doing really well on this one.
Men are ready.
We nabbed the drop.
So let's send 2 people up towards the middle.
One of our capture points.
And let's look at these guys over here to
Go.
cause some trouble. Tank is nearly completed.
Round's ours.
Munitions.
Your lucky day, boys. Supply drop
Call that on.
incoming.
Tanks
Oh,
firing.
that's where it is?
Sherman ready.
Taking enemy fire.
Punch it.
Stay there. I need them to stay right there. Oh, it didn't kill them all though. Okay, those guys need to retreat.
Over here. Move it. Get them out of here. Move. Get to that point.
Grab the munitions.
25 points remaining.
Tank! Crank it! And get that gun on.
Inbound. ETA 15 seconds. Stand by.
Get your asses over there.
Tank!
Driver forward.
Tank! Tank! Yeah!
Get us the fuck out of here. Take a look. Incoming airdrop. Go.
Reverse drive. Reverse.
Flying 50s to the rescue. Strafing run inbound.
Squad, repair anything critical.
Jeebus. Oh, there's a crate. Wasn't even paying attention to any of that.
Final push.
Oh, quick!
Germans have 10
Quick!
points left.
Yeah, suppress them in. 10 point, and we got that crate. They're stuck now. They've got no resources.
Fellas. Ha! Took him from right under Jerry's nose.
That was great. We did this one really quickly and really efficiently.
Listen up.
Does someone just say they got tigers rolling in through the woods? I don't want to hear that. Man, we can afford another Sherman. We held a lot of the map, and what we did, we held the crucial points. Like, we don't actually have that fuel point there. But we did at the start.
Sector's clear. Way to step up to the plate, boys.
And that's really important. That's why we just dominated this one. Mission complete. That was quick and awesome. Oh, he shot someone down there, alright. I think actually using the paratroopers was amazing in that one. That dual squads just in the middle. So quick. And we got out on how many supplies we had remaining in the mission. Yeah, we had plenty. So now we've got the mortar half-track. That's pretty neat. Lost a bit of strength, gained a bit of efficiency. Not too much efficiency, actually, compared to the last one. So actually, one of them got destroyed, which is nice, and that's only level 2, and that's level 3. And so now we've got, this is the map in front of us, and it's probably going to be support company that goes into Ardennes to try and get this carbine specialization, because that could pay off really, really well, I think. And so this one here is about securing bridges. Team up with 112th to launch attacks on both bridges simultaneously before linking up with Ardennes. Given the importance of these crossings and the proximity to the German homeland, expect strong opposition to the village and an immediate counterattack by forces mobilized across the border. So medals will be awarded based on how intact the bridges are after the attack. So there's standard forces, enemy veterancy. They've got support guns, so that's artillery, I think. Or it could be kind of like an AA gun that shoots the ground, which is annoying. Obstaskalen infantry will be present. Thankfully, we only got the last one. Enemy armor, heavy armor. I hate heavy armor. But I'm fine with infantry. And so I think this is a good one to go for. What we'll look at, though, is before we start the next one, we'll actually look into the support's abilities. Now, remember, if this dies to 0, we can no longer call in units. And if you lose a mission with no strength, then you use the company altogether. But we're at 74, and I think we'd be fine with that. We've got 33 acquisition. What are we looking at doing? We're taking a point and then we're holding it. So, artillery strikes and manned defenses, again, great, I think. Support engineers, these artillery strikes were pretty awesome. We actually had the ones that were stunning. These were stunning. So, we got the shrapnel one, and we've made it really, really cheap. Incendiary rounds, fires additional shells. Makes it a lot more expensive though, but remember we've got the bargain bonuses here. Let's go for manned defenses again. It's the one you get straight from the start, and We can make it cheaper. But then again, if we're trying to knock people out of bridges... I don't know how long the bridges are, though. Actually, let's watch the sit rep. I usually don't do this until the episode, but if you watch the sit rep, we might get a scale for the bridges. And I might talk over this. Because if we don't use artillery to destroy those bridges. So we're doing the south one.
Is the south bridge. You meet in the middle and take the town. As soon as the mission drops, expect the Germans to bring in reserves. With us this close to their border, they're going to throw every goose stepper there is into the fight.
So we can hold that right flank as we go. And take the bridges, multiple bridges are. So I'm wondering, even with our support guys or the assault engineers, we could build defenses with them as we went along. 5-man squads. I like the airborne bonus where we have 2 squads. That'd be great. Making these guys even cheaper. All these guys can cool down artillery, but then artillery, I guess, from them will be quite expensive. The bonuses from man defenses are pretty awesome. Let's make them even cooler. All sectors. And cheaper. Like, if I do that again, it's 55, goes up to 75, and then reduces to 67. We're going to do that. So now this is really, really good. All sectors, accuracy increased and less damage. And I think that's great because we're versing a largely infantry-based force. They'll probably still have armor, but it's strong, like high veterancy infantry. And if we can make ours just a bit over the edge, I think that will help. Now, there will be tanks probably. Anti-tank Overwatch will just fire just on the tanks, while this is just fire on this position. So this would be great for knocking out anti-tank guns, yada yada, all that kind of stuff. Tanks are annoying though. I don't like tanks. Let's make it cheaper to knock out tanks. It's only 5 cheaper, but goodness me, in the middle of a battle, 5 is important. So I think that's a great place to end it. Next mission, we'll be going to Ardennes, the village on the border, and we'll be knocking out this town and holding for the counterattack. Hope you'll stay tuned for that episode. See you then.